Hello. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. And we are going to play some Epic. Alright, let's see here. Make sure I have everything all set up correctly. Good. It does look good. So, oh, sweet. Alright, we have a Dark Draft. And then aside from that, let's see. In the arena, I have my 60 card deck. So I'm just going to be playing the two of these things. Probably going to start with the challenge first, and then I'll also see if I can get any constructed games in with that new deck I've been trying out. All right. So in the meantime, let's just go ahead and start that Dark Draft here. Unless it's possible that I think it's the one that I started on stream last time, but never finished. So that's fine. I'll just select what I'll finish it off, and maybe Texan will be on here. So this deck, just as a refresher, Heavy Evil. I remember getting an early Medusa, and then I ended up picking up quite a nice suite of cards here. So I got Rift Summoner. This card is a very good loyalty too. It's a great off-turn threat. I talk about this card a lot in Constructed. Necromancer Lord, in my opinion, the best Evil Loyalty 2 card you can get in Dark Draft. So this card is just so powerful. You get another gold card, and you get this out, which is a threat, because if your opponent can't get rid of it, then you just win. So, hey Pix, how you doing? And then we also picked up Raxa here. So Raxa is always great. It's just a huge threat. You get 18 combat, and you get to clear out, a Muse or a bunch of zombie tokens or something. We have a couple of off-turn clears here. Martial Law. There's I don't know if there's anything else. We have some token effects. So what we're looking for in this deck right now, just looking at this list. Martial Law, Apocalypse. I could use one more way to clear the board, but I don't need it. I mean, I have Standalone, but Standalone's a little iffy. I could use some more zero-cost cards, because I don't really have that many. I have a couple here. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one of which is Recycle, so I could definitely use some more Recycles. So here, I think this is the most obvious pick. But honestly, I want all 4 of these cards. They're all very, very good. Good. They're all very, very good in this deck. So we're going to take probably Murderous Necromancer, is just too good to pass up in a Heavy Evil deck. But what to take next is a big question for me. I think it's probably going to be Citadel Scholar. Final Task also has a really high ceiling, especially in decks that run Necromancer Lord, but we don't have any Recycle Zero, so I'm going to take the Citadel Scholar here. That was a tough call. Alright, oh. It's the same one, right? Okay. Alright, so they are online. Well, I guess actually I don't know. We'll see after this pick. So here it's pretty obvious Succubus, in my opinion. Again, if you're heavy into that color and you see a loyalty 2, that card's going to be very good in your deck, almost assuredly. So that's why I'm going to take the Succubus here. These other cards, this is a fine card. If you don't have very many ambush plays or a lot of break all effects, Master Zo gets a lot better. But we have at least 2 ambush champions right now that I can think of. Shambling Kark, I don't have the ability to get it, and Army of the Apocalypse is just... Succubus is always going to be raw power, so we're just going to take that. Alright, and I do not think the Texan is on right now, because I believe... Yeah, it looks like the Texan just took their turn at some point. So I'm just going to hop into Arena here. Let's go over what my deck has. So, specifically, I remember looking at the 4 alignments here, and Evil was the one that was the most exciting. I had Angel of Death, Medusa, Murderous Necromancer, Necromancer Lord, and Succubus. These are all great Evil heavy cards. In the 0 slot, I also had Spawning Demon. Oh, I need to... running out of fingers here. And Unquenchable Thirst. So, generally, when you see high quality cards in a single color in your 60 card pool, that'll be a big sign into which one you want to go into. And the loyalty 2 cards are often so strong that you want to pull some cards that you might not normally play just because you want to make sure you hit that loyalty too. So I'm playing almost all of my evils here for good. I'm running a couple of board clears. I have Inheritance of the Meek, which banishes all champions that aren't tokens. So we have some zombie tokens, but mostly this will just be a way to clear the board of big threats. And Martial Law, which banishes all champions, and if it's their turn, they get 4 human tokens. So they don't work super well with each other, but it's nice to have multiple ways to clear the board. And then I'm just running some value cards here. Marcus, because people always like to make you discard cards in Random 60. They always run Thought Plucker, they always run Knight of Shadows, and they usually get greedy and play Sonic Assault as well. Yeah, exactly. It was the Texan. So it looked like the Texan had continued playing that game, and I just took another turn there. So I don't think the Texan is on right now. Angel of the Gate's a great card if you're lacking ambush plays. It's just a really good ambush champion splash because you don't need any loyalty 2s or ally abilities or anything like that, but you still get the 5 health every turn, and the 7 threat can't be ignored. And then we have Avenging Angel here as a Punisher, if we ever draw it. Plus White Knight over here is also nice. It's a nice card because you play it and you draw a card. So think of it like a Triceratops, right? Except that you either have 2 good cards in your hand and you get to attack, or you can immediately get rid of an evil champion. And I mentioned this last stream, but White Knight and Succubus and other cards that reference specific alignments are actually stronger in Random 60 because people tend to play random champions of that color. So you'll usually eventually find a target for this. Then I'm running some recycles, some good stuff. In Sage here I have Muse and some recycles and Transform here because I was lacking removal. And then I have Lightning Storm and Fireball as my only, and I guess Flame Spike, Flash Fire as my only pieces of direct damage. So overall, I don't have that much reach, but I can. One of the reasons I put Lightning Storm in was to recall it and reuse it, just to give my deck some reach. So overall, I'd say this deck is actually very nice. We might get stuck without a lot of draw 2s because I didn't put that many draw 2 effects in here. So our main weakness is that we run out of gas, but assuming that doesn't happen, then we have a great deck. So we are going to join the queue, and we're up against Ransom. Alright, so we're going first. So generally I always mulligan away my recycle, so I'm going to get rid of Faithful Pegasus. And I'm also going to get rid of probably just Faithful Pegasus. I mean, this is kind of a slow hand. What do I have for on-turn threats here? I have Murderous Necromancer, Succubus, and White Knight. So I don't have a lot of on-turn plays. This deck's very reactive. When I say on-turn plays, what I really mean is establishing plays, so plays I want to make on an empty board. So I'm just going to keep the rest of these. This is a very nice hand for playing passively, which is what we're going to do. I'm just going to pass. Now you can play Arcane Research with no cards in your discard pile just to draw the top card of your deck. However, I am probably going to save it for when I am lacking a crucial play. So for example, here I could do it and just try and rip a Avenging Angel off the top. Or a White Knight, I guess. Which would be okay. It wouldn't be amazing. I mean, those two would be very, very nice. Or I guess Lightning Storm would also be good. Hunting Pack would also be good. I think I'm just going to draw 2 though. I'm not going to, I don't usually make plays that that have a small chance. I usually go for the more conservative play where I have a big chance of doing something moderately good instead of a small chance of doing something amazing, but then losing that high chance situation. So what I'm getting at here is I'll pretty much always be able to use Arcane Research to look at least 3 cards, as long as I'm patient with it. So I am just going to hold on to this for as long as possible. Attacking with this Zealous Necromancer here. So this is a classic example of when to just take 3 damage. Yeah, no big deal. Fortunately, if I play something small, then my small thing will. All right, my small thing when it dies will give them a zombie token. So I did think about playing Urgent Messengers to block there, but I'm not going to do it. Alright, so they just played Village Protector, so probably what's going to happen is I'm going to drop down this Angel of the Gate, start swinging with it, and then fumble the Village Protector at some point. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this right now. This is going to give us 5 health every turn. So once your opponent has spent their gold, this is the best time to play Angel of the Gate. If they don't remove it, this is better than a Tribute gain 5 health. It's a Tribute gain 5 health that also just continues to be a 12-point swing every turn. Now I'm actually looking at my hand right now, and now that I have this fireball, I think that'll change the plan. Oh, they're gonna break everything? Alright, so Demonic Rising has the mode Break All Champions. For each champion broken this way, its controller put the demon token into play. So they just made a bunch of demons. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack here. Usually with Blitz. Usually you want to, when your opponent plays Demonic Rising, you just want to swing them in. Unless you have some kind of play that basically negates your opponent's demons. You don't want to pass to them and have their gold be something that gets rid of this for free. Like a Sea Titan. Imagine if I pass and then Ransom starts their turn, Sea Titan's my demon token. Alright. This is actually a pretty good time to play Guild Demon. I'm going to draw 2 first with Urgent Messengers. Yeah, I don't really need to dig for cards. I think I'm fine just drawing 2 here. Alright, very nice. Oof, I'm going to need to hold on to that so I can get this loyalty too. One thing that's a little awkward is sometimes you'll be in a situation where it would certainly be nice to play this 0 cost card. I think Guild Demon would be great here. I'd banish my opponent's discard pile, I'd get him for 3, and I'd just keep annoying them and cut them off of recycle. However, I think I do have to hold on to it so that this Medusa can do something later in the game. So what's nice here is if both of these humans block both of these demons, I can completely destroy their team with Fireball. I will be open to a random attack from a Blitz champion, but that's what Fumble's for. Can I shrink something if they come at us with the big Blitz champion? Hopefully they'll attack with this demon, and I can block with this human. That's the ideal scenario here. Alright, and then we're going to wait until they attack with their next thing so that they don't have any chance to react. If they attack with this, then I can just Fireball all of their champions. They almost definitely will here. Okay. So it's just interesting here is I could actually start my turn and then not take any damage from that, but I do want to get this Fireball off. Pretty much get to get rid of everything for free. Oh! That was a mistake on my part. Completely forgot that this can't, whenever this that happens, that can't be damaged. But this is fine. I'm going to attack for 10, and I'll probably just use Guild Demon to block it. It's worth making the trade at this point. I mean, I'll be cutting off my loyalty for Medusa, but at the same time, I made a big misplay. Oh, they're just going to start their turn. That sounds great. Well, I'm just going to clear the board here with Angel of Death. This is a perfectly reasonable board to clear. This is like a Kong that Kong's 2 things, but you get this smaller champion. Double Kong. An Angel of Kong. Alright, they're going to no escape to draw 2. That's fine. Now, I'm probably still going to hold on to this Guild Demon. I have a lot of Evil Loyalty 2 cards in my hand. I don't want to have to wait to draw another one. I do have Amnesia, I think, this deck. Do I? Guild Demon might be my only banishment card, so I might need to start getting in there with it. I can actually, we'll see. If the game goes really long, I'll lose because I don't have any way to banish the entire discard pile. I can only banish with Martial Law, White Knight. Well, not White Knight, sorry. Martial Law banishes all champions. Inherits the Meek banishes all non-tokens. Guilt Demon banishes cards in the discard pile. Transform banishes a single champion. And Succubus banishes a single good champion. So I guess I can kind of do things, but not, it's not going to be, you guys inherits the Meek. Alright, they're just going to attack for 8, I think. I guess the safe play would be to draw a card. This card, basically every turn, instead of attacking, you can draw cards off of it. I've been trying this card out in one of my decks. I think what's interesting about it is that it's a nice Punisher. It doesn't require any color investment, but it still can get in for 8. Just if your opponent spends their gold first on your turn, you can just play this and attack for 8. And if you can't do that, if you're spending your gold first, you can just drop it and draw a card. Or if they have a bigger Airborne Champion out, you can just draw a card. Alright. So what are we going to do from here? Here, it's probably time to go ahead and Arcane Research, since I don't have a good play to make. And then if I don't find anything, I'll just draw 2 with Fumble. What am I looking for here? I don't know. Nothing really stands out to me. I'll probably just not do the champions. Alright, let's do... just gonna cycle this transform and draw 2 with it, I think. I mean, I could play Reaper So to make 4 zombie tokens, but I think this play is also pretty nice. I like to get to 7 cards in hand if possible. Then from here, I can just play my Murderous Necromancer. And I'm not going to play the Spawning Demon first because I want to I want to be able to play Medusa with Loyalty. So I'm going to show the 2 cards I've already shown and pass the turn. This card's great because you get the 3 zombies when you play it, and then it just threatens to remove your opponent's champion every turn. So they basically need to get rid of this. If you play this and then they spend their gold getting rid of it, you still get all of your zombie tokens. If you don't, then you can just start, murdering all of their champions. All right, they're gonna bounce a zombie, I guess. All right. So let's go ahead and put... Marcus is definitely the weakest card in my hand. I might regret that decision, but I'm going to go for it. Hopefully they don't just start their turn and play Knight of Shadows or something. Alright, let them start it off. If they do attack for 7 here, probably fumble it. It's pretty passive, but it's always nice. Using this as a gain 7 recycle is nice value, and then once I've played it, then I can actually... You don't want situational recycle cards to sit in your hand all game. If you're playing against a deck that you have a Spike Trap in hand, which deals 5 damage to each attacking champion, then you don't want to put yourself in a situation where, say, there's no champions. They don't have any champions in their deck with Spike Trap, and you're just holding on to that Spike Trap. Sometimes it's fine just to play it, just to recycle, so that you can take another card deep if you don't think it's going to be relevant. So what I'm getting at here is getting 7 and not getting the full 10 out of Fumble is still good. And now instead of this sitting in our hand, I'll have other cards. Alright, they're going to Priest Evangeline to recycle. They recycle 2 evil events. Alright, they might have something like a Zombie Apocalypse that cares about maybe Angel of Mercy? The one that brings back good champions. Interesting. Alright, they're going to play Noble Martyr and attack me for 7. I'm just going to block with 2 zombies and see what they do. Alright. Sounds good to me. So we can actually get rid of this Noble Martyr with Guilt Demon. I'll be doing that on my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and play Medusa here. I'm going to have to play Guilt Demon, so I still don't want to play Spawning Demon, even though it is really nice here. Go ahead and reveal the 2 that they know about, and get rid of the Djinn of the Sands here. Now I am going to go ahead and banish the Noble Martyr as soon as possible by playing Guilt Demon and attacking as soon as I have priority. Alright, well I have Flash Fire now. If they want to go ahead and do that, then I'll just Flash Fire. They want to spend their gold first. That's fine now. Now this is good because if they don't force me, if they spend their gold here, then I can play Murderous Necromancer with loyalty too, which is also nice. So if they want to do anything here, it's going to take 2. Now it's going to take 6. Well, I mean, I'll just pass. Don't really need to do anything here. I will play this Ogre Mercenary and recycle. Try and find another play to make off turn. Well, I did not find one. I guess I will go ahead and Guilt Demon here, just because I might need to use that Flash Fire to draw 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the good champions, because it seems like they're on some kind of I'm thinking they have Angel of Mercy in hand, which is the 4 offense, 5 defense airborne champion, which costs a gold, and you at the start of each of your turns you get to return a good champion from your discard pile to play. Look at that! Look at that! I knew it! I knew it was Angel of Mercy. Oh man. I knew it. Alright, what are we going to do about that? So, we have to get rid, well, Village Protector is what they're going to get back. That might be fine. Just trying to think if it's worth investing some cards, but I don't have anything to do on their turn unless I draw 2 with Flash Fires, so I don't want to play that. And I don't have any way to get rid of that without doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and play. I have a big board here, so I'm going to play White Knight because it draws me a card. I don't have a Punisher, so I can't punish, but I'll just let them have the. They can have it. Yeah. Yeah, I just felt like it because they were banishing cards out of their discard pile when they were recycling, but it seemed like they intentionally chose. You'll see, if you look at their banished cards, the first 2 cards they banished were Demonic Rising and No Escape. Both of these evil events. They left all of their good champions in the discard pile. And I was thinking, they must be doing that on purpose. And then they didn't activate Noble Martyr when I attacked, which made me think they had a good card, which you didn't want to spend first, but they really wanted to play. Anyway, just interesting stuff. So here, let's see. Definitely would like that Succubus. That's what I want to draw right now. Succubus would help me out a lot. Now, the Champion's Angel of Mercy brings back. They don't get to attack right away unless they have Blitz, so honestly this isn't a big deal. I mean, the human tokens are a bit annoying, but I mostly just have a lot of small things, so it's hard for the Village Protector to get a lot of value. It'll either get blocked by one of my small things a lot of times, or I'll make lots of attacks so that they can only block efficiently with 1. Oh, Unquenchable. Unquenchable deals 1 damage for each evil card you banish out of your own discard pile. So it basically drains health from their discard pile. I think you're thinking of Heinous Feast, which banishes the whole discard pile. Unfortunately, I don't have any cards in my deck which banish the whole discard pile. Alright, they're going to go ahead and return Ogre Mercenary and White Knight to my hand, which I think is a mistake. I think they should have returned White Knight and their own Priestess Evangeline so they could replay it and then recycle again. Because they only have 5 cards in hand. And they have plenty of cards to recycle. Bouncing my human token would also be fine, but this way I can just replay this and recycle again. So I'm going to... do I want to really draw 2? Kind of really want to draw 2. I'm going to draw 2. Alright. And then they're going to whack me for 4 with this. I'll probably play Rax's Curse to break the Priestess Evangeline, but I might just banish all champions at this point. The opponent does have a lot of things in play. Alright, they're just going to pass. They're a little worried about me getting some free value here. So that sounds good to me. Let's see. Ooh, I could get back as Zealous Necromancer with the Necromancer Lord. Get a bunch of zombie tokens. I also have a million cards in my hand, so I probably want to play some of them. Let's go ahead and attack with well, probably want to get rid of those human tokens first. I am just probably going to banish all champions here. It's not really worth contesting. Because they have 5 cards in hand, I have a lot of things to do, and this is a good use of it. Now that I only have these, this is a pretty weak board on my side. Zombie token is more of a annoyance than a real threat. So I'm going to make some attacks here just to try and force my opponent to do something. Because they might just take the damage and then I'll banish all anyway. Go ahead and get rid of their Djinn of the Sands here. Usually you want to banish champions. It's fine if Angel of Mercy gets broken or something. It's not a big deal. Alright, they are going to block that. I think they've wisened up to my plans here. Let's see if there's anything I can do that would be really efficient. We're going to make this attack. If they block with Village Protector, I might change my plan. Because then I can do something really efficient. I can Flame Spike that to get rid of it. And then do something like Unquenchable Thirst for Rax's Curse to get rid of 2 human tokens so that this dies to combat. They are going to play Martial Law, but to get 5 humans. Alright, sure. That seemed questionable to me. I think you should probably block with the human token and just pass. I guess they're worried I'm going to take out their Priestess of Evangeline, so they definitely want to gain 3 health. It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, now that they've spent their gold already, I'm just going to banish everything. Go ahead and let the damage happen. So they'll get Priestess of Evangeline in their discard pile, but I'll get Medusa in mine. And having Medusa in my discard pile is important because it lets me recycle, lets me do Unquenchable Thirst for more, and it lets me Necromancer Lord it back into play. So I'm going to banish all now so that my opponent doesn't get the tokens. And then I'll go ahead and play this Ogre Mercenary here, recycling. Leave the champions. And then I'll go ahead and get him with Little Devil here. And then, woo, woo! Alright. And then I'm going to discard 1 to maximum hand size, which will probably be White Knight, since I don't have Loyalty 2 in hand or in sight, so no need to hold on to it. And I'd rather have these zeros in my hand for when they're going to make a big impact than just play 1 right now. Like I could play this Spawning Demon and get out this Spawning Demon, but it has Ambush, so I can always play it in their turn. I'd really rather just hold on to it, force them to deal with my small things here. And I have another good establishing play. So White Knight's a great play if you don't have anything to play, or you want to spend your gold on your turn. But Murderous Necromancer already fulfills that role, and so does Necromancer. There's a lot of Necromancers. So does Necromancer Lord, because they both are really powerful uses of your gold on turn. So at this point in the game, I'd say that I'm at a really big advantage. I have 7 cards in hand. They have 5. I'm at 31. They're at 17. They probably were planning a lot around this Angel of Mercy or this Village Protector. Last turn, their most powerful play was to play Martial Law to make 5 human tokens. So I'm guessing that they were planning to do some kind of giant pump to everything. Lessons learned. Alright. They might have like a Deadly Raid or Justice Prevails, which gives all your 0-cost champions +3 offense and righteous. Or they're going to second wind. Or Battle Cry, which gives all of your champions +3 offense and breakthrough. There's some other ones, but that's the big picture, really. Alright, I'm just going to draw 2 here. I don't really have anything that I can spend my gold on. I don't really want to play Hunting Pack here. Ooh, very nice. Alright, we're just going to drop that Muse down, draw 2 off that. And we can start getting in. We have 10 damage on the board, so we have pretty close to a 2-turn clock, because 10 damage twice +2 from Flame Spike is lethal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get in with the ground champion first. I guess I should have attacked with Little Devil first in case they have Helion with loyalty, but it's a pretty corner case. I'm not really worried. Are they going to play Standard Bearer? How do I want to spend my golds? I could Lightning Storm and just take out Standard Bearer and a human token. Probably what I'm going to do. I guess I could, I'll Succubus. Succubus is also really strong here. Just means I lose the Ogre Mercenary. Kind of going back and forth on it. The thing is, if I Lightning Storm, I also get to keep the Ogre Mercenary, which I think is very strong here, because the opponent's clearly struggling to deal with my stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and Lightning Storm, which will take out both of those, and then this trade is free. I get to keep the Ogre Mercenary. And then both of these will get in for 6. And then I'll probably just play the Pegasus, since Pegasus doesn't represent a threat on its own, so I'd rather just get the recycle right away. Maybe I'll draw something else for 0 that I want to play. What's funny is it's possible the opponent doesn't have any way to banish our discard pile in their deck either, because even though I banished so many cards, I've also just digging through this deck so much faster than they are. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and banish the Guilt Demon, so I can redraw that, and the Rex's Curse. Alright, now I'll also attack for 2 here. And then after that, I'm going to discard the maximum hand size, probably get rid of the Urgent Messengers is the weakest card in my hand. Well, it's actually also my only draw 2. So I can't discard that. Well, it's not great. Because Succubus normally wouldn't be that amazing, but it is really amazing here. I'm just going to go ahead and discard Murderous Necromancer, because it and Necromancer Lord are both cards I want to play at the same time. They're both cards I want to play when the board's empty. But Necromancer Lord's just more powerful. Look at you. Click and drag technique. Yeah. Oh wait, I guess I do have Avenging Angel in this deck, don't I? I always forget, because I think it would be there, but alright. And holding on to that paid off. Oh, I guess I Arcane Researched for it, and it was one of the cards in the Arcane Research, but I didn't choose that one when I Arcane Researched for 4. So it's coming up. Maybe we can finish this game off with one of those, with an angel. ahead and just keep applying pressure, keep attacking with my humans. I think playing the Spine Demon here would also be fine, but alright. I'm going to go ahead and make a lot of human tokens. See there, maybe I'm just trying to do some kind of token strategy. I'm just going to go ahead and fireball here. I get a lot out of this fireball by doing this, so it's a little bit of a slow play, but let's see, is there another play is there something I could bring back that would also be super relevant? No. Alright. Go ahead and do this. It's a good time. Countered. Yeah, so a lot of the time in Epic, if you spend your gold first, then it'll be, you're kind of making yourself vulnerable. Sometimes it pays off. It's just a risky play. And there was a time where they played Angel of Mercy, even though I had my gold up, and it worked out for them. They got the Angel of Mercy, they got a champion back, and they got to, I guess they didn't even attack with the Angel of Mercy. But, yeah, what am I even discarding here? I'm just gonna Flame Spike them, recycle, and see if I draw anything else that I want to get rid of. Let's mulligan away my recycles. Cards that I want to draw again. Alright. It's probably Reaper So. I guess I'll just play this right now, it's fine. It's actually probably the card I would discard to maximum hand size, since I don't want to discard Inherence of the Meek, it's my only draw to. I don't want to discard Reaper So because normally Inherence of the Meek would count as my board clear in hand, which is a nice safety when you're really far ahead. But this doesn't work on tokens, and they have a lot. Oh yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I guess I should mention that we should probably get it changed back to normal. But you draw cards differently if you've already drawn them this game. They just get drawn to the same location in your hand. All right, we're getting amnesia'd. Probably worried about dying to Lightning Storm there. But this does mean that, like I said, I'm not going to. All right, Spying Demon is the strongest of these champions. It does mean that I'm not going to win by decking. I mean, I wasn't planning on winning by decking, but just so we know for sure. I'm going to go ahead and just make a huge board here. I'll put 4 zombie tokens into play, and then I'll pay the health for the demon token with Spying Demon. And that way, I should just be able to win on my turn, since that standalone play was kind of weak. It is weird. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just attack the 4 first. Hey, look who it is! Not so elusive anymore. Just kidding. I'm probably going to win during this combat and not even get to play it. But if they have anything, then let's see. If they block here, then they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, but then they would die. Let's see if they die. If they have any answer, then it'll be Avenging Angel that closes out this game. Just anything. Another. And they need 2 blockers, or something that kills 2 things, or anything that gains health. I guess Unquenchable Thirst wouldn't do it. Alright, very nice. That's great news. Alright, they're just going to block that with the Standard Bearer probably, so that they don't, since the Standard Bearer is going to break it end of turn anyway, they might as well. Okay, I'll do it that way. I could attack with all 3 of these zombies just to get in 2. And basically I'm trading 1, I'm losing 1 zombie, I'm trading these, and then I'm hitting them for 2. So, let's do it. Yeah, showing up at the last minute. It's true. I know, I'd actually love to be able to rearrange my hand as well. Oh, interesting. They're really desperate to block this Spying Demon. Alright. I mean, the Blitz counts and the Airborne count. It's Look, see, out of all the cards in our hand, it was the best because it instantly wins. Alright. That was a bit grindy. I think this deck, a lot of these games are going to play like this, where you just kind of sit there and you force them to answer your stuff and you try and play efficiently. That's how this deck is made. It doesn't have threats, really. If we play against someone that has a lot of untargetables, might be in trouble. If we play against someone that makes us discard a lot of cards, we might be in trouble. We almost lost that first game because of that. Alright. Alright, well, the Texan took their turn just a minute ago, so maybe they're still on. See if I can get this draft going. Alright. This is a similar deck, except way more threat heavy. This deck is super threat heavy. In fact, this might be one of the best decks I've ever drafted, which might be slightly hyperbole, but it's a very good deck. I'm going to go ahead and take... I'm getting good packs, too. I mean, this is a tough choice again, just like the last one. I think Arax's Displeasure is actually very good in this deck. The reason is we have a lot of demons. Medusa's a demon, Arax's Curse is a demon, Rift Summoner makes demons, Thrasher Demon's a demon, Rax is a demon, Guilt Demon's a demon, and Succubus is a demon. So this breaks everything that isn't one of those, and Texan can't have any of those demons in their deck. So I'm going to take this card, it's probably going to be amazing. And I'm probably also going to take Flame Spike, just to have another recycle, and it's small removal, it's always nice to have. This deck seems very good. Alright. From here, it's probably Go Wild. It could be Winter Fairy. I'm just going to take a look at my cards again. Again, I think I'm really low on recycles. I've got Flame Spike, Citadel Scholar, and Amnesia kind of counts. Yeah, it's just 3. I can take a 4th for sure. I'll go for the Go Wild here. Winter Fairy is also fine. I mean, it's an establishing play. In this deck, as establishing plays, I have Gudgeon, Necromancer Lord, just not on the first turn. Raxa, Murderous Necromancer, Succubus, and Thrasher Demon also counts, and Guilt Demon also counts if it's not the first turn. So I have a lot of establishing plays. I don't really need more. I'm just going to take the value here. Oh no, it's all demons. It's all demons. Break all non-demon champions. Look, even the event's a demon. That's how you know. It's very demon-oriented. Yeah. We could make a deck around that as well. Arax's Displeasure is such a fun card because it really can be so one-sided. If you just get a bunch of demons out, you can completely clear their board. It's not like Inheritance of the Meek, where sometimes people have tokens, sometimes they don't, sometimes they just have a random wolf from their wolf spite. Usually, most people just don't have any demons out. So that's always nice. Alright, I will go ahead and... I made a deck last time, right? Let's see. Let's pan over to it real quick. Wild Ragnarok. Yeah, I do. I have a deck right here. So we're going to queue up with this. Unless the Texans comes back, and then I'll take my turn there. Boom. Tim Curry. I know. It looks really good. That's what I'm just saying here. If I look at my drafted cards, oh, I was 99 for a second. Alright, I mean, all of these evil cards, they're just so powerful in combination with each other. I've got probably my favorite Loyalty 2 cards in evil. I've got Medusa, Necromancer Lord, Rift Summoner. I think those are some of the best ones in Raxa. But Raxa, you don't really need evil loyalty to pick. If I knew my opponent was heavy evil, and I saw Raxa in a pack, I'd usually actually take it just to deny my opponent getting it, because without loyalty 2, you still get a lot. You get this 6/6 champion, and then you get 2 more 6/6 champions. So it's just going to be a lot to deal with for your gold. You could play it. It's perfectly fine without any backup. The only powerful evil loyalty 2 card I don't have in my deck is probably Angel of Death. But aside from that, I mean, I've also got some random tokens here, which is always nice for chump blocking. I've got some small removal with Lightning Strike and Flame Spike. It has some ambush off-turn champions as well that are threats. Zealous Necromancer, Rift Summoner, Medusa. These cards are always nice to have. I've got good removal and board clears, and a way to banish the entire opponent's discard pile. Really, this is just a well-rounded deck. I'm not missing anything. Just so evil. Oh, man. I do think Raxa is my favorite of the Tyrants. I know a lot of people like Draka, the one that deals 3 damage to all of your opponent's champions. Nobody likes Marcus. Marcus is the less loved of the 4 Tyrants, but what can you do? There's always going to be one, right? Alright. What else? I could play with one of my other people. Kind of like the Keeper of Secrets one, though. We can mix it up. We can go with the Wolf one. See, I don't think I actually have any other battle boards. I have to visit the store. I have to save up. Marble Raxa. Yeah, exactly. There's just something so thematically satisfying about being evil. But I mean, you know, I understand the dinosaur appeal. Shooting enemies with fire, that also sounds pretty nice, but you know, not quite as nice as not being nice. Alright. I also remember I was thinking about another change to this deck. Oh, this is I remember now. This is the Frantic Digging deck. We're gonna play Frantic Digging. Alright. So here's the thing about this deck. I started off with an Army of the Apocalypse deck. We called this deck Ragnarok, and it was pretty sweet, but it suffered. It had a couple of problems. The problem with the Ragnarok was we just didn't have anything to do most of the time. We just sat there twiddling our thumbs, waiting for the opponent to do something so we could play a Thought Plucker. There was Sea Titan, Misguided Heralds, and Gem of Sands was okay. And Xanos was also nice. But really, a lot of the time we just have way too many events in our hand. Kind of get stuck without anything to do. So this deck was a more aggressive version, which goes heavy into Wild instead of into Sage, just to try and find more things to do. Oh, not this one. So we have Evil Rock there. Wild Ragnarok. It's close. We're picking up Raging T-Rex and Smash and Burn are like our card advantage cards. They draw us more, and then everything else is just super aggressive. We got Brachiosauruses, Greathorn Lizard. We're gonna play Pyrosaur and Lightning Storm, just because we were afraid we might run out of ways to draw cards in our hands. So this will be our backup plan. We even have a Rampaging Worm. Ooh, all right. Here we go. Let's do this. So it's the opponent's turn. Probably want to hold on to this Strafing Dragon with loyalty to back it up. So I'm just gonna toss the Gudgeon and keep the rest. A lot of wild cards, so I could get away with also tossing one other card. This Brachiosaurus isn't very good at the beginning of the game, so I'll probably just toss both of these. All right. Yeah, the evil cards really are very culty, but you know, what can you do? Like, I'm going to play Raging T-Rex, reveal a Kong and a Pyromancer. Draw 2, and then play Fire Shaman. Alright. One of the best uses of Fire Shaman, you actually want to hold on to it and then play it. And then play your wild card basically right away. So here I'm going to go ahead and probably just slam down this Strafing Dragon. Yeah, I'm just going to slam it down. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that Fire Shaman here. It's definitely an annoying card for us. What game is this? We're playing Constructed. This is the deck I was just talking about. It's so the thing about this deck is it plays Frantic Digging. Frantic Digging in this deck is going to be so much fun. We're going to discard Cave Troll. We're going to discard Smash and Burn, and we're also going to go ahead and play when we have no cards in hand because this deck's going to run out of cards and then not even have to discard a card. So game plan is be aggressive, just smash the opponent's face, draw some cards, and then in the late game we've got Army of the Apocalypse, we've got Zombie Apocalypse, and we've got just a lot of Punishers. So we're going to see how well it does. I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 more. This is a good time to go ahead and do this. Plus, right now it trades with that other Raging T-Rex. So here they probably do something like Strafing Dragon Us. But yeah, Wild Ragnarok. Okay. So here, they're going to attack with Raging T-Rex. Let's see what we do. So we'll block with our Raging T-Rex. Then this will attack. And I'll have to figure out what to do. Probably going to be surprise attack into T-Rex. But we might not draw a... I might just take the 5, honestly. Not that big of a deal. Because the problem is if I surprise attack and I don't draw another wild card here, then I won't be able to loyalty to the T-Rex, which would be awkward. We might get blown out by something. They have Kong in hand, I think, right now, so kind of would prefer to force them to use their gold first. Alright, they're going to play Misguided Herald, and probably get the Raging T-Rex to draw another 2. Seems like the obvious choice to me. Revealing Kong and, I don't know, Strafing Dragon. Strafing Dragon and Smash and Burn, alright. We'll play Fire Shaman. So our Pyrosaur is going to do work on our next turn. I mean, the chances of drawing a wild card are pretty high. I think my deck's 2/3 wild or so. And if I don't hit it, then I'll just put the Pyrosaur into play. Very nice. Alright, so we're in a great spot here. What's also nice is we can final task T-Rexes in this deck. That's the best part. That's like the Timmy and me here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and... Oof. The one thing that's a little rough about this is they're going to get to activate this probably for free, but I think that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and attack the Raging T-Rex first. See how they block here. Probably just rage it. Yeah, the other Shaman also they played after, which is strange. But if they block here, I'm almost definitely just going to rage it. Get some damage through. Can we just play this deck out? Something. I don't know what. Kong? Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh. Okay, and then they're going to use that. Oh. Alright. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just misclicking or something. Alright. How do we want to handle this? I kind of just want a Zombie Apocalypse everything here. There's just so much stuff in play. Yeah. What else could I do? I could also Pyrosaur attack. Really 4 damage to all of their things. So if I rage it, then it'll take out that. I mean, Zombie Apocalypse seems good. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go ahead and just dome them for a lot with Strafing Dragon, I think. To afford all of our things. Like, I could have also Heinous Feast to Army of the Apocalypse. It's not bad. Just, I'd prefer to do it after the Zombie Apocalypse, really. I don't really need to draw two either, so I guess it's Pyrosaur. I mean, I could Final Task the Strafing Dragon and hit them for, let's see, if I Rage, that's 11, plus 2 is 13. I guess dealing 13 to them is probably amazing. Just do that. Does that take me off loyalty? No, it doesn't. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and reveal Raging T-Rex and Lightning Storm. Deal 5 damage to them. Attack for 6. Post blocks will play Rage. That'll give us 10 minus 2. It will be 8, so it'll go down to 9. No, we're still going to Rage here. Oh, they're just not going to block. Alright. Then I'm going to hold on to the Rage. Because I'm going to Zombie Apocalypse on their turn, so I'm just going to clear the board. So the Rage there would deal 6 damage, but assuming they blocked this, which I thought they were going to, the Rage would deal 8. So I'd much rather use the Rage here to deal 8. And then I'm going to be clearing the board on their turn anyway, so I'm not going to worry about saving my T-Rex. That goes 7, yeah. I'm in a great spot here. We're going to go ahead and break everything, and then just immediately banish their discard pile so they can't use it for anything and gain a bunch of health. Alright, here's where our Pyrosaur comes in to clean up everything. This way they can't Wolf Spite or Flame Spike or something. Alright, they're going to Draka. Alright, that's fine. We are just going to take 9 here. No tricks. Do they show? Smash and Burn, Pyromancer. Okay. Start my turn. One thing that's a little awkward is I kind of have to Pyrosaur here because as it stands, I am, I mean, let's see, if I Army the Apocalypse, there'd still be all these zombie tokens that I have to deal with, so I'm just going to go ahead and Pyrosaur, reveal both of these, because I'm just going to play the Rage right away. We know about Pyromancer in their hand, so this way they can't just Pyromancer it. They can't just play Pyromancer to deal 4 damage to it. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the point, really, is we're not trying to play... The thing about cards like Army is you don't want the card to be your only game plan. You want it to be like a backup plan. You want to be able to win without it. Yeah, so this is why I Raged immediately. So we're going to trade the Rage for a Fireball, for a Fireball here. You know what I mean. For a Fireball. Can't talk right now. If we take this damage, that puts us at... It means if we take 14 and then we go to 8, 8's not really a good place to be. Okay, so if they Smash and Burn this, then it's 10, 12. So we could play Great Horned Lizard to block it. But then it takes 3 from that. I think I'm just going to take it. Go play this. Okay, let's say I play this in block. What happens is they Smash and Burn and then attack, and then I lose my thing. I take 9. I go down to 13. And then I win with Army on my turn. I guess this won't have Blitz, huh? Alright, I'm just gonna hope they don't have Flame Strike. I pretty much just lose to Flame. Well, I guess I lose to like a lot of things. I'm just gonna take it. Alright, we're gonna take that as well. Dead if they have Flame Strike in hand. That's the main way I die. But I also die to Draka, Revealing 2, and a couple of other things. Oh, that's fine. We can Lightning Storm that. No big deal. We're perfectly fine. Oh, man. It's possible this deck should be running Drain Essence so that it has some kind of other type of play against these types of decks. Since we're kind of more of a suicide type of deck, we want to have some kind of stabilization, I think. Alright. Let's see what we want to do here. Wait, we know what's in their hand. Oh, easy. They have Fire Spirit and Smash and Burn, so they don't have any Ambush Champions. Attack for 10. Alright. Did we get there? Oh man. This is ridiculous. I love it all. Oh, we died to Pyromancer. I completely forgot about that. Alright, yeah, it's silly. Probably should have just drawn 2. Good game, Sam. So I'm gonna make a couple, probably 1 or 2 tweaks to this deck, and then I'll be calling it here. Let's see. Wild Ragnarok. So I actually liked this deck a lot. It was very enjoyable to play. Even if it was okay. You know, I think it definitely has some weaknesses. But I'm gonna try and curtail those weaknesses right now. I think what we want to play Drain Essence in this deck, just as a way to help not die. Might go down to 1. Well, we kind of need the card draw, honestly. That was definitely an issue. Definitely an issue. Maybe we go down to 1 Frost Giant. I mean, Frost Giant does seem good, for sure. Does seem good. Like, I wonder if Pyrosaur is probably worse than Draka in this deck. So you know what? I'm gonna try revealing Draka instead. Just Draka. Go ahead and slot Draka in. Then Great Lizard, still want to try that out, actually. I want to experience that a little bit more. I don't want to cut it yet. Final task. You know what I might try running in this deck is Mighty Blow, which sounds ridiculous, but hear me out. You final task your Brachiosaurus, and then you Mighty Blow it, so it stays in play, and then you deal 18. Yeah. That might be a bit too ridiculous. Jungle Queen? Jungle Queen might be fine, actually. Just trying to figure out what the cut is. That's the main issue, is trying to figure out what to lose. I might try 1 Mighty Blow in place of one of these Smash and Burns. Or I might just cut one of the Great Horned Lizards and play it there. Wild. Let's go ahead and try it out. Do not want 2 of these in my hand, but I think this might actually be reasonable. And then I also think that I'm just going to cut 1 Gudgeon for a Drain Essence, probably. Maybe I'll cut a Final Task for a Drain Essence, I don't know. Yeah. Alright. We'll just go ahead and cut like I really should be trying to fit 3 Drain Essences in this deck, because I don't want that to happen again. Gudgeon's actually really good against the aggressive matchups because then they can't deal direct damage to you if you have it out. Well, I didn't even use Cave Troll, but it also, I think I want to try keeping that in the deck for now. I don't want to deviate too far from the deck's goal, really. Like, I could cut Gildian and play, like, Consume or something, or I could play Corpsemonger. I could cut Frost Giant. I mean, probably the right play is just cut 2 Frost Giants, cut 1 Frantic Digging. Or instead of Frost Giant, run a different card. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'll cut 2 Frost Giants, I'll cut 1 Frantic Digging. That lets me play some more evil cards. And I'll go ahead and toss in 2 Drain Essences and 1 Corpsemonger. We'll try it out, see how it runs. This is a card that can help stabilize us if we're low on health, and also is a champion that we can get back with Army of the Apocalypse, and it helps us make our armies and zombie apocalypses better. So I'm going to try this out. I made a couple of changes here, see how this runs. Anyway, I am going to be calling that it for tonight, and basically what we're trying to do with this deck, what I'm talking about is using the discard pile is important for this deck, but also our zero-cost champions like Cave Troll serve to just give us things to play to then pass to our opponent, to force them to react in some way. So that is something that I think Cave Troll will help a lot with, because we can keep getting it back, gives us a lot of value, and it also just works well with some of our other cards. So I'm going to be ending the stream here, but I'll be back on Friday. So happy Epic, everyone.